Hey, good afternoon. Well, it's a nice day for a change. A little windy. Sorry about hearing the wind here. But I got new wood. Fixing to build my wife's second stand, the small one on the ground. And cut this bad boy up. And I'm also using my new table with the my miter saw, so it makes cutting a lot easier and faster. But as you can see, the table's pretty good. I started to get it out. I got 8 pieces of 4x4 by 8, and then I've also got 8 2x4s by 8 also. And what I'm going to do, like I said, do all the cutting today. I'm going to lay it out here. The wife wants to pre-paint it, want to get it all set up, and then figure out how to get it to the stand, and I will show you how I go. But in the meantime, we're going to do a little cutting, see how life goes here, and watch it for a few. I don't think I'm going to video the whole kit and caboodle about cutting wood. I mean, you're all pretty smart on that one. I got my plans all drawn up. Pretty much they're in my head, and they're on paper, they're on my iPad. They're everywhere you need to go except for the table. Now, I wish I had an extension out here for a sawhorse over here on this side that would hold the wood that's longer. In the meantime, I'm using the plywood over here so I can line it up and get my cuts in there and do what I got to do here. But as of now, it is not fun to play with, but it's doable. Like I said, I'm by myself. I'm just making sure that I got all my cuts straight, that I need them, and my sawhorses just don't want to seem to cooperate today. So, yeah, just a little bit more. So what I'm doing right now is I'm building the frame. It's going to go in the HME blind stands, and want to make sure everything fits, and then I'm going to measure it for the plywood, cut my plywood down, and then sometime tomorrow try to get all this stuff down to the lower stand. This one's not close. It's not like on the flat ground. I better go down in the ground. So hang in there with me, and we'll get going. Alright, now we're getting the frame put together, so let's rock and roll. I've already got it measured out, everything came out square. That's all it's going to matter. I wasn't planning on doing this until I got to the stand, but unfortunately the HME blinds trying to get the wood in is not exactly fun. There you have it. There you have it. It's all squared off now. I measure it, get my 2 sheets of plywood. I don't worry about the middle, remember, because I told you I got a stand down there in the ground that we're just going to put over this thing. How I'm going to do that yet, I don't know. Thank God for John Deere, I guess. And we'll see what happens tomorrow on that one. So let me get some more wood cut and we'll go from there. I hope you guys can hear me real quick before I cut this final piece of plywood. I got to rip it. I bought this AccuCut by Craig, and I will tell you what, it makes life cutting a lot easier than what it used to be for me. You just put it on this little here track and slide it in. Once I get my head out of my butt, it will be all right. As you can see, it sits on a track, and all I got to do is just kind of move it over here to match where I'm cutting. And she's pretty accurate. So anyway, it's got a little track. Gotta get gloves on. The damn thing falls off. But anyway, once you put it on there, this thing doesn't slide. It doesn't slide at all. To make life even better, I got one for the rip side to go this way. This is just for my cutting it across this way. And like I said, once you put it on there, get the sawdust out of the way, it doesn't move. But this is Kreg AccuCut. And like I said, I'm going to do the ripping in a second. And that's the fun part, because I got another tool that you put on here, measure it out, and rip your cuts. So hang in there and we'll get started again. The last one I did was also an AccuCut, but this is for ripping. So I was able to run down the side of my wood as such and cut it lengthways. So useful tools, easy on, easy off, keeps my blade straight, keeps me straight, trying to line it up. I mean, you could probably just put a 2x4 here, clamp it down, and done the same thing. But inexpensive tools, but they do the job a lot better, because all I do is measure once, put it on there, and cut it up, because it's got a ruler. I know you can't hear me over the wind, so I'm going to hold off on the recording side of the house for a while. Alright, just a quick preview of what's going on down here. My wife's stand. That is the Game Winner platform stand, and I'm making her stand on top of that. So hold on, let me show you what's going on. Anyway, we're going to be putting the stand on top of this. The plywood's going to sit up here. The mat's going to be extra cushion on it right there, right? But as you can see, ground's pretty, we're going down on a hill, but this is level now. And this stand over here I'm going to cut up for spare wood, the brackets and stuff like that, like I did last time. And let me show you her hunting area. So she's got this clear field of view down here to hunt, because the deer usually come up from over here or here, doesn't matter. There's a deep ravine right here in the middle, can't do much. And then we cleared out this area right here. So that's what all the wood I'm cutting up this week. Either tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to have it all put up here, and then second stand's ready to go to start building on. Okay, but what I came down here for is just to figure out where I'm going to put the steps, and I'm going to put them directly behind, coming out that way, so she'll have to come down and then walk up instead of straight into the stand. But that's going to be a lot easier, because I'm going to take the tractor, and I'm just going to push all this garbage out of the way, and that'll give her some clean area to do something, trim the branches off the tree, etc. So that's where I'm at right now. But today I think I'm done cutting. I got to go get some 12x12s, or 2x12s, and get ready for steps. And ain't going to take a lot, because it's a shorter stand. Mine, next one, is going to be a pain, and I think it's a pain. HME holders, I have a problem with them, because the wood just doesn't go down in there flush. I don't know if it's because the wood is wet or what it is, but the wood does not like to sit straight down inside there easy. You have to kind of beat it in there, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to have to put the legs on and work it from the top, because I'm not going to be picking this shit up anymore. It's too heavy. And down there where I'm going to go next is steeper. And anyway, we're going to go from there. So that's going to do it for the day. So I'll give you a wrap when I start doing more tomorrow. Later. Well, we didn't quite get done. Let me show you what we did. So we painted everything. It's all brown. All the wood is over here is painted to protect it, even though it's pressure treated. We did all this. Tomorrow we'll flip them over once I buy some more paint. We ran out of paint today. So tomorrow I will go buy the wood for the steps, and I will buy more paint. Trust me. I don't care if it's brown or black. It doesn't matter. It's in the woods. It's camouflaged. But I think the brown blends in out there pretty good. So anyway, this is an official day. We're done. Would have done more this morning, but I had tax day to do, which was a blessing. I got it over with quick and painless. So I'm happy there. So ladies and gentlemen, see you in the morning. Hey, welcome back to day 2 of the build. Well, we're in the process. We've already got the framing done. Sitting here drying from the paint yesterday. Little muddy bay on there to drive the tractor at the second. So we're waiting. So in the meantime, what I'm doing now is I'm building the steps. This is going to be my support base for my steps right now. So hang in there. We're going to be building some more stuff and painting, and then you'll see the assembly as we go. I'm using my square, my Swanson square again. It is a very, very useful tool if you want to get the exact angles and cuts and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, right now, this is just the basis for the deck. So when I put that deck out there, my wife is safe, and that's what I want. I mean, I could have used 2x4s. I've seen them with 2x4s. I just disassembled the steps that were there last time. We were down in the area disassembling them. So this here is more sturdier in my opinion. I'm gonna fall all over the place. Sorry about that. What I have to do is cut the right side at 50 or 61, and then I got to do the left side at 62 because of the unevenness of the ground. And like I said, this is just the base right now. I will finish the base, give it to the wife. She can go ahead and paint it, do whatever she's got to do. Let me grab another piece of wood. I used to buy my wood at Home Depot, and let me give you a little insight. Home Depot don't give you the discounts anymore. So what I've been doing, Home Depot is roughly 23 miles down the road. It's quite a ways to all that heavy traffic and everything. So I've been using Wallace Lumber Company, which is only 7 miles down the road. I get a military discount, I get professionalism. They help load the wood in the back of my truck, and they deliver for free if it's within 100 miles, they said. So I will use them continuously now. That way I pay cash for all my stuff, and I ain't got to worry about credit cards anymore. But anyway, this will finish the cut on this one, and then I will move on to actually building the platform. Hopefully everything works out pretty good. 2x4s, I got plenty of now to do it, but I want to make sure, like I said, that these stands are going to be there for a while. Do-it-yourself standers, I've seen them. The guys are doing really great with some of their stands. Man, most of them, I got to say. Anytime you can build yourself. I'll break down the prices in a little bit for you. Make it flush. There we go. They're all cut. Done with the miter saw for a while. So I'm gonna put these somewhere where the wife can paint them or do whatever she wants to do to it. This is her stand, and we're actually gonna build the whole stand here shortly. I'm gonna wait for my son-in-law and my grandson to help me with the other 3. But this one here is a shorter stand, easier stand. I think she wants to try it, so we're gonna try it ourselves. I know people watching the video are going to email me back and say, Grandpa, wait, we'll be up there. I said, no, we'll be all right. So we're going to do it here. So I'm going to pause here while I set up everything, and I'll get right back. All right, I got the first part of my box frame here done. Measured out. I'm going to go 50-inch deck. That gives her enough room for that 36-inch door to open up, come walk out or whatever. A little fancy? Yes. Let me tell you what, some do-it-yourselfers have made some real serious blind stuff, man. Let me tell you. So, let me go ahead and start a cut. Well, I finished the platform, got the legs, got that. All I got left to do is plywood. I didn't show you all the cutting. I thought that'd be kind of ridiculous. Y'all know how to cut wood. Y'all know what you're doing. So let me show you what I got. So, 30 inches wide. And of course now it was 50, so you add about an inch and a half on each side, so it's about 53 inches long. And then what I did, instead of using the 2x6s or the 2x12s, I cut it out with plywood and reinforced it all that way. So this is good to go. And as you can see, sorry about the spinning, the legs are all done, plywood's all done, deck's all done. So what I got to do now is I get to assemble it all. I'm going to have the wife get out here and paint. get all this stuff painted, let it dry, give me a chance to get all that stuff out of the way with the tractor, go put some feed in the corn, level out some ground down there, and come back up. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll start putting this all together, if not today sometime. So still got the railings to do, and I still got steps to do, so that's what I'm going to do now. All right, so hang in there. Well, everything's cut minus the rails. I got to measure first on them, and I'll take the saw down there and do that on site. But let me show you everything that we got caught up. Okay, here we have the main frame, the 4 legs and the base, obviously, right? The rope is going to be for me to tie it on and take it out with my tractor. And then over here, yeah, the big pile. Floor for the base, floor for the landing, the deck, all the pieces now waiting to be painted. Now, what I got to do now is start moving shit down to the other side so I can use it. So in the meantime, I'm going to keep you up, but like I said, I'm not going to bore everybody with all the cutting. Everybody just wants to see progress as it goes, but to sit there and watch me cut everything, it's boring and too much for me too. So I'll talk. Well, today's been a blunder of mistakes. I will tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen. Stand looks pretty good high. I like that, but it defeats the purpose of having that center stand, so I gotta come out with a reciprocating saw, cut some down, and make it work. But let me show you what happened. HME blinds. I recommend you put the legs in first and then put the upper bodies after you position it where you need to go. Mine split in 2 places trying to flip it over. I had to run, get help, get the wife to help me get this thing centered and put it back up in there. But the damn thing split on me in 2 or 3 spots, so I had to do a Band-Aid fix on it to save it. I am exhausted, I'm tired. John Deere tractor did good in me, but this whole area is on a slope, so it kind of defeated it. So let me catch my breath and I'll finish talking in a minute. All right, here I am. I'm sitting on my wife's first stand. Yeah. Once again, when you put the HME blind together, put the post on for the ground up, make sure it fits right, and then go ahead and put the sides and all around the sides on top. When it's apart, it's easier to center, it's easier to move. I'm a one-man show, so I didn't have a choice, but I had to get help from the wife, like I said earlier, to help me upright that thing. It split twice on us. We were able to save it. Lucky it split towards the top, so the bottom was still good, and reinforcing it with 2x4s and the plywood, of course. So that'll conclude it for today. Wife is just now finishing up the paint job, so it's all being painted. Tomorrow, hopefully this wind dies out and we can finish it up and get you more video, okay? So thank you for hanging in there. Yeah, good afternoon to you. I know it's another windy day, so I'm not going to make this too long, too short. Just finishing up the stringers for my steps. I finished the stand this morning, leveling it out. I had to cut 12.5 inches on one side, 11.5 on the other, to bring it down to where I needed to on the stand. And then I put my landing up, and now I'm getting ready to make the stairs to the landing. So hang in there with me. I can't be really doing a lot in this wind, talking. And I'm sorry I didn't video this morning, but I didn't have my camera stand down there at the deer stand, but I will video it here shortly and show you what we got done once I get caught up, okay? So hang in there. All right, bud, I'm all here at the stand and I want to show you what's going on. Not so windy down here in the canyon, so hold on. So as you can see, got the landing, got this, had to lower it down, stake the sides, and actually pretty leveled it out pretty good. If you look at my level right there, she's pretty level, even though it don't look like it. Got some, cut out 12 inches on this side. Like I said, it's getting there. Now what I'm working on is the stairs to get up into the stand instead of using this here ladder. So I'm not videoing every segment of me cutting wood and nailing it together. Y'all know how to do that. I just want to show you bits and pieces of what's going on my stand, and then I'll show you the finished product. So until then, hang in there, we'll be done today. Well, I got my stringers on, not exactly the way I wanted them to, but they are strong, so let me show you what I got to get this thing even. And then what I've done to strengthen it is I got 2 4x4 beams in place. So these steps ain't going anywhere, and as soon as I'm done with everything, I'm going to show you. Well, J2 stand is done. At least the foundation. We'll get building on the stand later. But let me show you what we did. Got my stairs put in there. Even with the ground, everything's level. Kind of awkward, I know. But it's a deer stand. There you go. Let me go up the stairs here with you. Nice and easy. Nice walk up the stairs. And then once we get the building done, this will be the view. The kill zones. Been working hard for 3 days. You know, the weather finally broke. We're able to get out here and work. So now we're going to clean up, get ready for the other portion of this thing, the actual frame. I got one more frame to build for the bigger stand, but I'm not going to do that until I come back from vacation. So this will do it. And for the meantime, and let me show you my buddy, John Deere 1025R. That thing's been a blessing here. And like I said, the stairs are nice. So this will conclude the video. I'm done with my second stand, J2, for the wife, and I'll start on mine later. All I got is one more frame to build, and I'm going to rest for about a month before I do that. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching my channel, and we'll talk to you later.